Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Not a 90 in the entire region today, but with warmer temperatures tomorrow, will those end up in the state of Michigan? We'll look at your 4th of July forecast coming up.
All right, Ben, it's working in Detroit, so why not elsewhere? 2 local communities are seeing the light, launching a new anti-crime program.
His name is Daniel Clark. Today, he feels more like Clark Kent because he just hit something rather super a few months after a terrible accident. Good to have you with us tonight for Local 4 News at 6. Not everyone survives the kind of accident that befell Daniel Clark this past April.
The electrician and father of 3 was on the job in a construction zone on I-75. He was pinned between a truck and an electronic sign by a longtime friend who backed over him, not knowing he was there.
He has had to fight back from broken bones, internal bleeding, both collapsed lungs, 1 punctured lung. Today, Daniel Clark took what might be the biggest step yet in his recovery, and Coco McAvoy got a chance to speak with Clark after a pretty incredible moment.
Daniel Clark Jr. is a walking miracle.
That feels pretty good.
Today marks a milestone for Clark. He took his first steps after an accident that almost claimed his life.
It's hard to believe. It really is. That 3 months ago, I was on life support, ready, almost dead.
Clark was doing electrical work on I-75 in a construction zone when he was run over by a work truck. He remembers the moment.
First thing on my mind was get a hold of my sister to get my kids.
Clark was rushed to the hospital in a coma for weeks with life-threatening injuries.
My pelvis was broken in 2 spots and then turned and rotated off my sacrum. All the ribs on my right and 1 on the left were broken.
Then, slowly but surely, he started defying the odds.
It's a miracle. There's no word to describe it.
Nor words to describe his appreciation for everyone who helped him.
Most of all, I wanted to thank everybody for their prayers and their generosity. My support system has been amazing.
Clark still has a long way to go, but he's doing better, spending quality time with his family, and even toting a new nickname.
My sister dubbed me Superman, and my kids got me the charm for Father's Day, and they bought me a shirt. So Super Dad on it.
He believes God was looking out for him that day.
Definitely wasn't my time to go. He's got a plan for me.
And Clark will continue to rely on his faith and family throughout his journey. And this is truly an incredible story. He really is Superman. And if you'd like to help him throughout his journey, we've got a link to his GoFundMe page on our website. Click on Detroit.com. Back to you.
Well, long road, Coco, but that's from our outsider view. What are doctors saying about it?
So according to Clark, he says that doctors are really amazed by his journey. He said they actually ended up visiting him just to really get a good look at him to make sure that this is really the case, that he has had a full recovery like he has. So they really believe that he will make a full recovery and will continue to improve.
Really is great. We wish him all the best. All right, Coco.
Good to see those first steps.
Yeah.
Also, good to see a pretty decent forecast on the horizon for the 4th.
Exactly right. Big holiday is upon us. Let's head things over to Ben.
Yeah, guys, for the time of year, I think we're probably doing as well as we possibly can for July 4th. But today, not quite as warm as what we saw yesterday. We're at 84 right now. We still have all the humidity that we picked up yesterday, but this time of year, every degree matters, and we could use a couple cooler degrees, and we definitely got that. But notice there's not a 90-degree number here in the bunch. You got to go all the way out to the nation's capital, and actually they fall into 89 just within the last hour. That's the closest 90-degree reading we've seen today. 4 Live radar is pretty clean across southeast Michigan. We had a couple showers show up in our south zone that have now migrated south. We're going to see more of those tomorrow, so do bank on seeing a few thunderstorms in the afternoon. Warmer temperatures, more humidity, and more unstable air. So the good news is the air quality alerts no longer tomorrow. The bad news is that instability is going to fuel the thunderstorms. 88 feeling like 92. We'll talk timing on these thunderstorms and the relief that's coming in the forecast for the weekend, all in just a few minutes. Don't forget to download the Local Forecasters app. It's got interactive radar, severe weather alerts, and a lot more right in the palm of your hand. Download it for free in your app store by searching WDIV. Devin?
Okay, Ben. We continue to follow the investigation into a house fire that killed an 18-year-old woman in Sterling Heights. Investigators say they believe the fire started in the kitchen. 3 other members of the family had to be taken to the hospital, 2 of them suffering burns to 30 to 40% of their bodies. 2 firefighters also injured. They were treated and released, though, from the hospital. When the fire broke out, neighbors saw and heard what was going on and ran to help.
My husband ran out. He had a fire extinguisher. They broke out all the windows in the back, and the neighbor across called 911.
We're told the 2 people taken to the hospital are expected to make full recoveries from their burns. There is a GoFundMe page that's been set up for the family, and you can find that at clickondetroit.com.
They say the best ideas are often borrowed. That's the idea in E-Course in Highland Park, where they are adopting Detroit's Greenlight program to outfit businesses with cameras to help police respond more quickly to crimes. And in Highland Park, it's a prime tool in changing the city's long stigma of being a dangerous place to live. The Ford Recreation Center in Highland Park is an important place.
They keep a lot of kids out of trouble.
Yeah.
Because they can come here, play basketball, shoot pool, instead of just being in the streets and stuff.
Marlon Womack knows. He's been coming here most of his life and is now a summer worker.
This is the gym. They practicing wrestling now.
There's also music class in the library today. Each and every child you see is why Highland Park made the rec center one of its first blue light locations.
It's enhancing the basic fundamentals of policing with technology.
The city may have borrowed the idea from Detroit's Greenlight program, but they think it will be better, faster, and more high-tech in the HP.
We're actually going to have a element to it called virtual policing. And all that is the monitors will be able to interact with audio in real time with whoever they're seeing on the camera.
We're a small 2.9 square mile city. Our response time even now is minimal, but it'll be even greater when we get this system up and going.
It's already helped stop some vandalism at the rec center, where they appreciate those extra eyes.
It makes people feel safer coming, and the police react faster. You know, we have day camps, so parents feel safer dropping their kids off.
Highland Park thinks the average cost to businesses will be about $2,000 up front plus a monthly fee equivalent to a Wi-Fi bill, making it cheaper than Detroit's version.
Automotive legend Lee Iacocca made, no doubt, an indelible mark on the auto industry here in Detroit. He died in his sleep yesterday of complications from Parkinson's at the age of 94. Business editor Ron Maloney live tonight with a look at how Iacocca is being remembered. Rod?
Well, Devin, it seems fitting to come out here to the Chrysler headquarters here in Auburn Hills, because you could say this is the house that Lee built. He took a lot of heat for building this building. He told me in an interview once that he funded it by selling minivans, $1 billion worth. And now the building stands and it's still Lee's house, and a lot of people who worked with him remember what that was like.
Lito Anthony Iacocca grew up in Allentown, Pennsylvania, went to work for Ford in 1946, rose through the ranks to become president before his legendary battles with Henry Ford II got him fired. Chrysler hired him immediately as CEO. Joe Cappy co-wrote a book, The Last American CEO, about Iacocca, and worked for him for nearly a decade, and tells Local 4.
I think you could liken Lee Iacocca to General George Patton. They were fabulous, extraordinary wartime generals.
Chrysler ran out of cash back then. Iacocca controversially went hat in hand to Washington, asking for and receiving $1.5 billion in loan guarantees, and paid them back early. Iacocca, Cappy says, was
terrific at deciding strategy, direction, focusing people properly. It is just a trait that he's extremely good at.
Once on its feet, Chrysler bought AMC, that then owned Jeep. AMC's former CEO, Cappy, remembers before Sergio Marchionne, Iacocca saw Jeep's value.
We were in a pretty tough recessionary time, and all of his car products lost money. The only 2 products that saved the company was the minivan and Jeep.
Now, here's a fact that Cappy was able to tell me that you wouldn't suspect. I mean, you consider that Iacocca wrote a bestseller, national bestseller, was on television all the time, in commercials. He even did one with Snoop Doggy Dogg. He was a very famous guy, charismatic guy, and even thought about running for president for a cup of coffee. But here's the thing. Cappy says Iacocca was shy and had to work at developing that public persona. Who knew? Back to you.
And how many more famous lines were there in American advertising than if you can find a better built car? Really amazing. Yeah, something. All right, Rod. Yeah, by the way, here are the funeral arrangements. The viewing will be at Lynch & Sons Funeral Home in Clawson on July 9th from 2 until 8 p.m. And then the funeral will be a week from today. That'll be Wednesday, July 10th, 11 a.m. at St. Hugo in the Hills Church in Bloomfield Hills. He'll be buried at Whitechapel Cemetery in Troy. We've put all that information at clickondetroit.com.
Still to come at 6, a controversial message about obesity, but is there actual science behind what's said on these ads? Dr. McGeorge will be here to explain.
And here's Jamie Edmonds.
Gone but not forgotten. The story of one Dearborn Heights police lieutenant.
Just Bruce was the hard-working guy. He was always the first one to be out there.
How the department is remembering one of their own.